9 people are dead and over 2,800 severely injured in blasts across Lebanon and Syria. This story is no less than a spy thriller. Hezbollah, a militant group backed by Iran, has been at war with Israel since October last year. Reason? Israel's conflict with Gaza, in which many have lost their lives. But the two parties have been engaged in a cross-border conflict for over a decade, since 1982, when Israel invaded Lebanon. But speaking of the recent attack, Hezbollah calls it the biggest security breach by Israel's spy service since October 7, 2023. Around 5,000 pagers simultaneously exploded across Lebanon and Syria. The thing is, Hezbollah members have been using pagers as a low-tech means of communication to avoid being located by Israel. In fact, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah had warned members not to carry cell phones out of fear of being tracked. He said, "Break, bury, or lock your phones in an iron box." But despite this, Israel seems to have managed an attack. So how did Israel beat Hezbollah's plan of using pagers for safety? One of the many theories behind the attack is the infiltration of supply chains, where basically 3 grams of explosives could have been implanted in each pager before they reached Hezbollah members and then detonated remotely through a radio signal. Do note that Hezbollah is no friend of either the US or the European Union. And this brings us to another twist. A senior Lebanese security official said that the Taiwan-based Gold Apollo had an order to supply 5,000 beepers to Hezbollah, which as per sources were brought into the country earlier this year. And guess what? The founder of Gold Apollo said that these pagers used in the explosion were made by a company in Europe that had the right to use their brand name. What does this mean? If Israel was behind the attack, who was behind Israel? Some experts also speculate that this could have been a possible electronic security breach, some sort of a cyber attack. A security officer blamed Israel's Mossad spy agency for planting these explosives months before these were supplied. Jonathan Panikoff, the US government's former deputy national intelligence officer in the Middle East, said this would easily be the biggest counterintelligence failure that Hezbollah has had in decades. Some experts say this attack was a sign of Israeli intelligence's apparently deep penetration of Hezbollah. Well, right now, Hezbollah is very angry and has vowed a strong retaliation. But this incident should also ignite you to think of how safe, reliable, and trustworthy is technology in this world. Today, it is Hezbollah. Tomorrow, it could be anyone.